Welcome back to another episode of Celeb Post Unfiltered. Kris Jenner is known for many things, being a powerhouse manager, a media mastermind, and the woman who turned her family name into a billion-dollar brand. But now, according to sources, she's setting her sharp business instincts on an entirely new project, pop star Britney Spears. And as expected, it's not just a random interest, it's a deliberate strategy. People close to the Kardashian matriarch say this is no casual curiosity. It's part of a calculated mission to not only support Britney, but to fold her into the Kardashian empire, and of course, to profit handsomely along the way. The 69-year-old momager is reportedly on the hunt for a fresh and powerful way to boost the appeal of her family's long-running reality series, The Kardashians. Though still widely watched, industry insiders claim that streaming platform executives have raised concerns about the show's viewership not quite hitting previous highs. For a brand that thrives on relevance and buzz, that's a red flag. So Kris, always several steps ahead, appears to have found what she believes is the ultimate answer: Britney Spears. According to insider sources, Kris is absolutely convinced that there's untapped gold in working with Britney. She reportedly believes that whoever manages to get Britney on board, integrate her into the Kardashian universe, and steer her image in the right direction stands to unlock a media and business jackpot. This isn't some vague hunch. Kris has reportedly been tracking Britney's personal updates, especially her social media presence, for quite some time. Her posts, videos, and online engagement levels aren't just moments of entertainment, they're data points, and Kris is paying attention. From what she's observed, Britney's loyal fanbase and enormous online reach make her a dream asset for any media project. And if Kris has her way, Britney won't just be a feature. She'll be a headline-making, episode-driving figure that can breathe new life into the show. It's a crossover that, in Kris's eyes, already makes perfect sense. Britney's fanbase and the Kardashians' audience are not only massive, but heavily overlapped. Fans who have followed Britney's rollercoaster career are often the same ones watching every move the Kardashian clan makes. Merging those worlds could be television gold. But Kris isn't charging forward recklessly. Sources close to the situation describe her approach as careful and strategic. She's reportedly taking her time to figure out how to reach out to Britney's team without scaring anyone off. More importantly, Kris is reportedly mapping out what Britney's involvement could look like. Would it be a guest spot, a recurring appearance, a business collaboration? These are the questions Kris is believed to be working through behind closed doors. Britney, now 43 years old, is no stranger to the spotlight. She rose to fame as a teenage pop sensation and spent the next 2 decades as one of the most talked about stars in the world. But her journey hasn't been easy. She's the mother of 2 teenage boys, whom she shares with her ex-husband, Kevin Federline. Her personal struggles were widely publicized, culminating in a court-ordered conservatorship that lasted a staggering 13 years. That legal arrangement placed control of her finances, decisions, and daily life into the hands of others. It wasn't until 2021 that Britney was finally freed from it, after a long and emotional legal battle that drew global attention. At the time, fans and fellow celebrities celebrated the end of her conservatorship as a hard-earned victory. The phrase "Free Britney" had become a movement, and it seemed like a new era for the pop star was finally beginning. But since that victory, Britney's post-conservatorship life has taken turns that left many unsure of what's next. Her Instagram is filled with clips of herself dancing, sometimes in very little clothing. Some fans see this as a form of freedom and expression. Others are concerned about her emotional state. A brief romantic relationship with Paul Solis also stirred up attention, not because of affection shown publicly, but because of his reported criminal background. The pairing raised more questions than answers and only added to the speculation around Britney's well-being. In addition to concerns about her personal life, there are also growing rumors around her spending habits. Insiders claim she might be moving through her money faster than she should be. While these claims haven't been verified, they're circulating widely in both tabloids and fan forums. One of the more recent stories involved an incident on a private charter flight. Britney reportedly lit a cigarette mid-flight, something strictly prohibited. Though the situation was resolved quickly after a flight attendant intervened and she put it out, the moment still made headlines and added to the ongoing scrutiny. Despite all this, Kris Jenner doesn't seem to be discouraged. In fact, sources say she's fully aware of all of Britney's upcoming endeavors, and those are a big part of what's fueling her interest. Britney is rumored to be working on a high-profile biopic that could reframe her life story for the public. There's also speculation about a possible collaboration with luxury fashion house Balenciaga, a move that could boost Britney's status in fashion circles. These future projects suggest Britney's name still carries weight, and Kris reportedly sees that as a massive opportunity. Not only would Britney's involvement bring attention to the show, but it could also unlock crossover deals in the fashion world, which the Kardashians have dominated in recent years. One idea reportedly floating around is a possible team-up between Britney and Kim Kardashian's wildly successful Skims brand. Whether as a model, collaborator, or ambassador, the possibility has Kris's fingerprints all over it. A source familiar with Kris's approach said it best. It's classic Kris seeing opportunity out of chaos. Even though Britney's a mess, she clearly wants to exploit it. That's what she does, and to be fair, she's a genius at it. There's no better schemer than her in Hollywood. While the word schemer might sound negative, in this case, it reflects Kris's ability to navigate media storms and come out ahead. She's done it for her daughters, she's done it for the show, and now she may be trying to do it for Britney. This wouldn't be Kris's first time turning a seemingly chaotic situation into a massive win. It's how she built her brand. She takes drama, repackages it into content, and sells it to the world with polish, timing, and sharp business instincts. The question, though, is whether Britney would agree. After spending over a decade under strict control, Britney might be extremely wary of giving up any piece of her freedom, even for a high-profile partnership. However, if anyone can present such a deal in a way that feels more like empowerment than control, it's Kris Jenner. Her record of turning real-life mess into multi-million-dollar deals speaks for itself. And for the Kardashians, Britney could represent more than just a ratings boost. She could be a narrative shift, a way to show compassion, resilience, and transformation, all while giving the audience a front-row seat to a pop culture evolution. Britney still captures the world's attention with everything she does, whether it's a casual Instagram post or an accidental controversy. That kind of spotlight is exactly what the Kardashian brand thrives on. A partnership between Britney Spears and the Kardashian family wouldn't just be talked about, it would dominate headlines. Social media would explode, clips would go viral, interviews, reaction videos, op-eds, and endless coverage would follow. From a business point of view, it's the kind of moment most brands dream of, two cultural giants joining forces. Of course, not everyone would view it as positive. Critics would undoubtedly accuse Kris of trying to exploit someone who has been through enough. They would question whether Britney is being used for views and profit instead of being supported. But there's another side to the story. Many of Britney's fans might welcome the partnership. To them, Britney isn't just a cautionary tale. She's a fighter, someone who has survived extreme situations and still finds ways to shine. If working with the Kardashians provides her with new platforms, resources, and creative control, it could actually be empowering. The key is whether Britney feels in charge of the narrative this time around. There's also the fashion angle to consider. A Balenciaga collaboration, a Skims campaign, these are not small projects. They are image-defining opportunities that could completely shift how the public sees Britney moving forward. From unpredictable to iconic, from controversial to commanding, but only if she's ready, and only if the pitch is right. Kris Jenner knows how to craft a pitch. She knows when to push, when to hold back, and when to strike. And if this is something she truly wants to happen, she will wait for the exact right moment. For now, she's watching, she's planning, she's figuring out how to make it all come together without triggering the wrong kind of response. If Kris succeeds, this could be one of her biggest moves yet. Because when Kris Jenner and Britney Spears enter the same orbit, it's not just a collaboration, it's a media event, a spectacle, a full-blown cultural reset. And that's exactly the kind of moment Kris Jenner lives for.